Nina from OXO, here to demonstrate our grape and small tomato slicing guide. This slicing guide can cut up to 1 cup of small fruits easily and safely. To use, simply load the guide with grapes or small tomatoes. Lifting both walls to separate them allows the fruit to fall easily to the bottom. To cut, position your knife at the top. A serrated blade works best. Place your hand on top. Move the knife back and forth in a sawing motion. Turn the guide upside down to empty. If necessary, slide 1 wall out. And that's all. Now you're ready for salads, salsas, or pizza toppings.
Great beer is like liquid bread. Tastes best fresh. And if you love great craft beer, you already get yours from the craft brewery itself, because that's the way the brewmaster wants you to experience their beer.
80% of the beers out in the market are designed to be consumed as fast as possible after they come out of the brewery.
Local beer is going to be the best beer because it's fresh.
We don't have distribution everywhere, and oftentimes we get a request from someone and we just can't get it there.
At Pico Brew, we love great beer.
That's why we've created a solution. We're bringing the craft breweries to you.
Introducing the Pico Model C, the smallest, most affordable craft beer brewery for your kitchen ever. It allows you to perfectly brew award-winning beers from around the world, or even design your own.
You know, if somebody is able to actually brew my beer in another country, state, continent, I love that.
Brewing with Pico is easy. Simply fill your Pico and brew keg with water, insert a grain and hops Pico pack, and hit brew. If you want, you can even customize your batch. In about 2 hours, Pico has brewed your beer. While Pico is brewing away, you can monitor its progress remotely from any web browser or from our new BrewPulse mobile app. Let your brew keg of beer cool overnight and then pitch some yeast in the morning. After that, your beer will ferment and then carbonate. We've partnered with hundreds of brewers and breweries from around the world to bring you their award-winning beers in the form of eco-friendly Pico packs. These compostable sugarcane husk containers are filled with fresh grains and hops. Pico Brew's Brew Marketplace already lists over 60 Pico packs for sale, and more are being added each week.
You know, have that beer straight from when it's finished fermenting and you have all of the hops super fresh. It's a wonderful thing.
Anyone really can use a Pico and get awesome fresh beer from Coronado Brewing, even if they're not a home brewer.
Anybody can use it, and anybody can successfully brew beer. I mean, honestly, if you can read, you can do this.
It's clean and not messy.
I mean, there's beers that I've brewed from Colorado, Wyoming, Louisiana, East Coast. Probably my favorite one that I've done so far has been the Lucky Envelope Mosaic IPA.
I love Oakshire's beer. Well, now I don't have to go down on the other side of Oregon to get it.
Bring it to an event, bring it to a party and say, hey, this is that beer that you can't even get here. It's pretty special.
The beer has to be as good on the other side of the planet as it is right here in the brewery.
The hop aroma is coming at you. The crispness of the beer is coming at you. The carbonation is coming out.
You can't get it any fresher.
It's the freshest beer you can have.
Jim, Avi, and I created Pico Brew 7 years ago to reinvent the science and technology necessary to actually put a craft brewery in your kitchen. This year, Fast Company named Pico Brew one of the top 10 innovative food companies in the world. And we did it with your help. In 2013, we launched the $2,000 microwave oven-sized Zymatic. In 2015, we shrank the brewery to the size of an espresso maker and shattered the $1,000 price barrier with our first Pico. Now, the Pico Model C makes brewing even easier, more affordable, and even more fun. The cost reductions we've engineered into the platform and the brewing keg have made the appliance much more affordable. Cleanup and post-brewing steps are a snap. The new Pico Model C leverages the manufacturing and assembly lines we've already pioneered with our global manufacturing partner, Flex. The Pico C uses the same Pico packs that we already produce at our custom manufacturing facility in Renton, Washington. Since we've already produced thousands of Picos and Pico packs on these lines, we have confidence in our timeline for shipping the Pico Model C and in your overall satisfaction with our product.
If you like home brewing, or if you want to get into it and you want a great product, great customer support, and something that's never going to let you down in terms of quality, I think it's probably the best thing out there you can get at the moment.
I want everyone to have one of these in their kitchen. I think this should be the next kitchen appliance that, comes in every home.
By making a pledge as a Kickstarter backer, you're helping to support innovation in craft brewing and a platform that truly democratizes craft beer. Please help us make great craft beer a part of every home. Cheers!
To get people back in the kitchen, we wanted to create cookware that you genuinely enjoy using. And what's the one item in your kitchen that you need to make virtually every dish? Whether it's for the finishing touches on a small meal or cracking into a big snack, your chef knife is at the core of every cooking experience. We created the Bulat chef knife in order to bring you a beautiful, premium knife for less than half of what you would pay from other brands.
Hi, I'm Alex, the founder of Bulat. I love to cook, but about a year ago I found myself immensely frustrated while shopping for a new chef knife. Your choices are either a disposable piece of junk from a big box store or a ridiculously overpriced blade from a premium retailer, leaving you without many options in the middle. The world of chef knives is out of date. The bigger companies are operating on ancient sales margins that force you to pay an inflated price for a premium knife. By avoiding all the traditional retail sales channels and meeting you directly online, we're able to create an incredible knife for a fraction of the price.
The steel is the heart of the blade, and from the very beginning we wanted something that both performed well but was also beautiful. The folded pattern of the steel, sometimes referred to as Damascus or pattern-welded steel, has origins that stretch back in history. Steel makers from southern India were once known for exporting the finest steel in the world. This steel found its way to Damascus, where it became famous. It was widely traded with the various empires that interacted with Damascus, including those of Eastern Europe, where it would become known as Bulat steel. Our name, Bulat, is a nod to the deep history of this steel. We are evolving the art of knives by taking inspiration from French, German, and Japanese knife making, creating one blade that truly embraces the history of all of these knife makers. Once we had a shape we liked, we brought that into the computer and created a 3D prototype in CAD. But seeing something in 3D on the computer and holding it in your hands are very different experiences. 3D printing gave us the incredible ability to print out and iterate on the design in a way we could never have imagined only a few years ago. Our goal was to create a blade that catered to all types of cutting, chopping, and slicing techniques. Ultimately, a large, gentle belly and dropped tip gave us the feel we wanted on the cutting board. Then it was time to bring the blade to life. We've established relationships with some of the most experienced knife manufacturers and steel suppliers in the world. Our steel is made in Takefu, a region of Japan famous for blade making. Even the sharpest knives aren't magic, but a blade made with a quality steel will sharpen better and hold its edge much longer. Our blade begins with a cutting core made of VG10. This innovative steel combines the incredible cutting edge of high carbon steel with the practicality of stainless steel. Beyond just being extremely sharp, a knife should also be a pleasure to use. We've put a lot of thought into how people hold their knife, and after many revisions, we've designed a blade that's balanced and comfortable to use regardless of the size of your hands. A thumb groove in the bolster guides your fingers into a pinch grip, the technique commonly used by professional cooks.
My name is Daniel Holloway. I am the co-founder of Urban Acorn. I have different types of knives for different types of jobs. So this knife, I found that it was kind of like, you want a great knife, one great knife in your set, this would be the knife.
We strongly believe that you should love your kitchenware as much as you love your cooking. You want a knife that stays sharp, feels great in your hand, and looks beautiful. Become a backer and help us build a knife that you'll love to cook with for years to come.